In order for us to gain a fuller understanding of this dataset, we needed to take a look at how the dataset was actually created. The Stanford CARS dataset was made by Dr. Jonathan Krauss and his team at Stanford, and it was created as an exploration of how to gather a large collection of images of man-made objects. Now, man-made objects are a lot more difficult to classify with just AI, unlike tasks such as classifying whether an image of an animal is a cat or a dog. And so it required actual human intervention to correctly classify the images. To start out, the authors generated a list of cars using a crawler on a popular car website, and they used all models from 1990 to 2012 for this. Next, the authors used this technique called perceptual hashing, of which one application is to determine whether one image is the same as another one. And in this context, the authors used perceptual hashing to merge classes with very similar visual characteristics. The dissimilarity measure used in this case was Hamming distance, which was the difference between two strings. After they created this modified merge class list, the authors gathered more images from Google, Flickr, and Bing. And using these gathered car images, the authors had Amazon Mechanical Turk workers correctly label the images from the various Google, Flickr, and Bing searches. And something similar to what you see on the right would have been provided to the Amazon Mechanical Turk workers. Basically, the AMT workers were provided with an actual image of the target class of interest, another car that looks very similar to the target class of interest, and then the image that the AMT workers actually needed to classify. Afterwards, another set of AMT workers were used to create bounding boxes for each image. Bounding boxes are locations within an image that contains the object of interest. And using this newly created set of image, the authors further deduplicated images and classes using perceptual hashing. And this yielded the total of 16,185 images with 196 classes of cars, as mentioned in the summary of the dataset.